Subscribe to the channel to watch the latest videos. On Monday, August 28, 2023, Judy noted that 200 countries and 11,000 organizations made a significant shift from the old SWIFT financial system to the new quantum financial blockchain system. CBCD was disconnected as the new blockchain, impervious to hacking, came into operation. The quantum financial system and the Tier 4B Internet Group delved deep into the world of currency, re-evaluating, centralizing, and redeeming a czar's debt. On Friday, September 1, China's Three Gorges Dam faced the risk of collapsing like a storm, and Seoul approached Hong Kong. Providing updates on the situation, the world was engulfed in chaos. Cities became targets in this weather war, and weather lockdowns were enforced. National security was a top concern, and activities in Maui by the deep state were closely monitored. Military veterinarians were deployed in Hina, and Russia's scented ship arrived in Maui. Election fraud and deception, as revealed by Carlson and U.S. Army Brigadier General Phil Waldron, shed light on the real reasons behind Obamacare, child trafficking, and David's candid explanation of Obamacare. The rabbit hole, an underground government effort to silence Trump through the voices of the people and American media, left many exhausted from COVID-related restrictions and unwilling to comply. Ukraine, in desperation, initiated World War III in any way possible, resulting in a showdown between NATO and Russia, signifying the neocons' relentless pursuit of their Christmas gift, a new world order. A global financial reset occurred on Friday, September 1, and key figures hinted at the exact timing, though not the date. The world braced for the consequences. On September 5, citizens involved in redemption centers were asked not to take leave on Labor Day, and assistance would be available on Sunday, September 3. The global financial crisis unveiled the hidden agendas of the elite banking cabal, exposing global connections that shocked courts and war crimes. Preparing for unimaginable trillions of dollars in American Treasury bonds flooding back into Europe and 110 countries, as American conglomerates teetered on the brink of bankruptcy, the world anticipated a devastating collapse. France's unlawful seizure of citizens' assets sparked widespread riots and civil unrest, while hyperinflation in Germany wreaked havoc on the metal industry, crippling weapon production and pushing corporations to the brink. Deutsche Bank's dark ties to Epstein and its international network, including Estonian banks, began to unravel as world courts launched deep investigations, potentially shattering the global banking system. Israel descended into chaos, facing a looming disaster. The nation was on the brink of a severe crisis as banks fabricated profits while civil unrest escalated into widespread riots. Meanwhile, the colossal collapse of California's SVB banks, resulting in a staggering loss of $10 trillion, triggered a domino effect spreading across multiple nations over the course of a year and a half. As the collapse continued, governments worldwide teetered on the edge, with military courts and alliances secretly monitoring the situation, anticipating potential military interventions. The complex web of connections between governments, global money laundering operations, bioweapons creation, and proxy wars through American pretexts and the era of latent war crimes against humanity and global pandemics came to light. Global events pointed to impending chaos, yet citizens around the world remained unprepared for the impending collapse. Nesra and Jazara orchestrated a historic alliance on Friday, September 1, ushering in a new era marked by financial systems such as the Gualche Tantart global currency, wealth accumulation, and an end to poverty. On the dawn of Friday, September 1, a new world emerged, bringing an end to poverty, debt, and the beginning of a new golden age. The transition heralded a world where poverty and debt were relics of the past, replaced by global prosperity and lasting peace for all. Nesra joined forces with Jazara, signaling a profound transformation that would impact not only the United States but also a coalition of 206 sovereign nations worldwide. The key to this transformation was the recognition of a new financial system within Jazara. A global Gualche Tantart currency system, once centered in Jazara, would be announced by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, ushering in an era where all remaining fiat currencies would be exchanged for gold-backed currencies, a significant departure from paper money. The transition, meticulously prepared to ensure seamless execution, had been in operation for several months, securely stored on quantum servers impervious to hacking or unauthorized access. Crucially, the wealth increase formed the foundation of this transformation. Those holding newly minted assets tended to contribute more to humanitarian efforts, ultimately nurturing wealth for everyone. The wealth-building mechanism of this transformation saw a shortage of skilled labor, paradoxically driving up wages in contrast to the decreasing cost of goods resulting from reduced taxes, sometimes as much as 80% of final product costs, thereby opening the door to deflation. Lower energy costs, thanks to free energy technologies, further contributed to this economic resurgence. In the future, our reality, a glorious one, was poised to become a vast canvas of renewal and abundance. Technologies once suppressed by the cabal, some with centuries-old origins, were finally unleashed. For instance, the pristine waters of the South Pole would rejuvenate arid regions and breathe life into all ecosystems. A world with personalized credit cards, replicators producing everything, and newfound awareness of the power of the mind awaited. Healthcare truly has the potential to rejuvenate our bodies, regrow limbs or organs, and even reverse the aging process, which has been on the horizon for decades. Liberated from the traditional financial, monetary, and banking chains that have historically been manipulated and controlled by the cabal to keep us in a debt-based economy, the era of financial mismanagement is coming to an end. However, physical currency will still exist. With the global elimination of national debts, taxes will be reduced for individuals and corporations. Instead, a fixed sales tax of around 15% on new items will be implemented. The collapse of the global elite pyramid, the current structure dominated by the global elite, governments, and corporations, has reached its limit. This structure perpetuated class division and scarcity. True spiritual evolution occurs when one's essence transcends material constraints. With the advent of free energy, advanced transportation, and accessible replicator technology for all, true equality emerges. No one will be enslaved, and people will pursue their passions with ample leisure time for reflection and creativity. Hoarding becomes unnecessary. A vision of an advanced civilization emerges where concerns about food, housing, and transportation are relics of the past. With Nizra and Jazara's advent, we stand on the brink of a world where prosperity, freedom, and innovation thrive, and human spirits are unburdened by material concerns. Now, where is the crime? FBI arrests, IRS seizes his home after he proved in court that he owes no money. On Wednesday, August 30th, at 4 p.m., a Gestapo from the Department of Justice consisting of 11 FBI and Treasury agents in plainclothes appeared in Wyoming to arrest Ken Cromar of Ken and Barbie vs. Goliath IRS. After proving to a federal tax court that the Cromes owed no money to the IRS, SWAT teams descended to repossess the full purchase price of the home and foreclose on it, discarding all of their personal belongings, including expensive camera equipment Ken used to make a living. Despite 5 years of unsuccessful court filings since attempting to seek justice and now being arrested, Ken Cromar is still asking, "What is my crime?" He was transferred to the Weber County Jail in Ogden, Utah, on the morning of September 1st, followed by the Salt Lake County Jail. He was not released on bond and is likely to remain incarcerated for some time. Now, why did the FBI get involved with an IRS case? Why did the Treasury Department get involved? Why did 10 FBI and U.S. Treasury vehicles descend to arrest a retired patriot who committed no known crime? Why did SWAT teams descend twice on 75-man SWAT teams to seize their houses and take their full salaries for the houses after proving to a federal tax court that they owed no money to the IRS? Now they have arrested the brave patriot Ken Cromar without any foreknowledge, other than setting an example of the cruelty of the IRS. Every time frame on Thursday, August 31st, the world's largest bank no longer exists. Meanwhile, Rothschild has completed a real estate sale and a joint military exercise with the participation of 8,000 soldiers from 34 countries held at the Mohammed Najib military base. On Friday, September 1st, the announcement of Gold/Asset, backed by the United States with a fully integrated quantum financial system. On Friday, September 8th, President Trump will host a massive rally in Rapid City, North Dakota, with dignitaries. On Saturday, September 9th, a 2-day G20 summit will begin in New Delhi, where they will implement major economic changes. On Monday, September 11th, Trumpios expires. They have been extended twice and cannot be extended again. Whiplash 347. On Friday, September 15th, 2023, Executive Order 13,848 expires in 17 days on Friday, September 15th, 2023. The order, signed by President Trump, related to imposing certain sanctions in the event of foreign interference in U.S. elections. Foreign entities related to U.S. Inc., established as an illegal government corporation residing on foreign soil within the 10 square miles of the District of Columbia, or Washington, D.C. On October 4th, a nationwide test of the emergency alert system is planned in the USA test to ensure everything operates correctly in the event of a major national catastrophe or attack. They knew in 2015 what would happen in September 2020. On February 4, 2021, the bankruptcy of the U.S. corporation was completed. Documents were filed in Tallahassee, Florida. On September 1, 2023, China, 3 magnificent dams are at risk as Typhoon Saoli approaches Hong Kong. On Friday, September 1, 2023, the National Guard is activated to assist with the migration crisis. On Friday, September 1, wide-brimmed hats for disabled phones, mobile devices during FEMA e-test on October 4. On Friday, September 1, Pelosi caught spying on GOP representatives who support J6 prisoners. AC who they are. Maui Massacre Biden's Curtain in Hawaii. New video from Lahaina, Maui, shows a black fence miles long erected to prevent anyone from seeing what's happening at the scene of the horrific Hawaii fire. No one can get in, no one can photograph anything. There is a very concentrated effort to ensure that the media and anyone else cannot see what is happening there. All unmanned drone flights over Lahaina are also banned. The fence is known as the Biden Curtain. Judy noted that local residents claimed they started building the fence 2 days before the wildfire began. Maui Supernatural Evil. On Thursday, August 31st, the Maui Massacre, Deep State and the Marine Corps 81st Amphibious Brigade, Kadis Thets 3, Jindi Code, 2,000 missing Maui children. Where did they go? Some local residents said they saw children being loaded into white trucks on the day of the fire. While deep state weapons attacked Lahaina, the main space of the United States in the Pacific, the entrances and exits of the dumb tunnels of the deep state microwave attack system were blocked, so the 81st Brigade could not get out with DR-7 and subdue DS. Senator Danny Noe said DS had manufactured it 1,000 years ago, plus their own factories, Air Force, Navy. They fired a missile at President Trump, but the F-16 shot it down. The missile was fired from a decommissioned submarine and reactivated by deep state individuals without morals, without souls. They will sell and do anything for anything. A month before the attack, they changed the law so that the state could take over destroyed land in case of emergency, by passing a comma in the law where local residents permanently own their property. They planned this for years. They turned off water, electricity, mobile phones, sirens, and prevented people from leaving. People burst into flames and jumped into the sea. Everyone is floating on the ocean with bullets on their backs from the police. The frequency is 666.2 terahertz. While international child sex trafficking, organ harvesting, and adrenochrome harvesting by the Vatican are drying up, located in China's Three Gorges Dam, the FBI found 200 child trafficking victims and over 125 suspects in 2 weeks of child exploitation in July, federal officials said, according to NBC. Meanwhile, the media says child trafficking is a QAnon conspiracy. Project MK-Ultra, also known as the CIA's mind control program, is the code name for an experiment program on human subjects designed and undertaken by the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, some of which were illegal. Experiments on humans aimed to identify and develop drugs and procedures used in interrogations to weaken individuals and elicit confessions through mind control. The project was organized through the CIA's Office of Scientific Intelligence and coordinated with the U.S. Army Biological Warfare Laboratory. Activities for drug-related experiments were Project Bluebird and Project Artichoke. Now they just need mainstream media to brainwash the public, making it much easier and effective. Judy noted that what they don't tell you about MK-Ultra is that it's actually all about experiments on children where they damage the developing brains of a child right from before birth, to compartmentalize their thought patterns into multiple personalities so they can be controlled throughout their lives. Friday, September 1st, cannibalism in the Hollywood elite area. Cannibalism is real, and it is one of the darkest and deepest secrets of Hollywood. Friday, September 1st, the explosion. Delve into the mysteries surrounding Stanley Kubrick's Wide Open Eyes, uncovering the hidden truth about the 24-minute disappearance and the reality of the elite masked parties. Thank you all for your contributions.